ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2. I'm Karen Maku.
And I'm Kobe.
Okay, so we're investigating. I don't think I can get anything in this room, so we gotta back off.
Yeah, it won't let you leave a room if there's something to investigate.
Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Are you trying to confuse us again? Don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. If I'm going to fall for it, but I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. Hi, you.
Hi, Sora.
Sora. This hallway. Oh, sorry. Thank you. This has a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Or is it just me? What do you mean?
I don't know, the walls on the doors? Maybe she's just dramatic.
I don't know. Can I go in here? Dojo.
Dojo. Mojo Dojo.
No.
Oh. Throw things at the target.
Anime, did you see it? Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Or perhaps it's a mistake to expect the... Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Anime.
Manja.
Huh? What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma.
Okay.
Why is a manga with such a suspicious manga with such a suspicious looking title lying out in the open like this?
Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? Well, that depends on the person. It's cool. That was opposite of helpful.
So, just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. Suspicious. But I can't read. It's getting hot. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is.
Nerd.
I picked up the manga off of the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future. Many of its alumni, cool, are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy, stop saying that, isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school of researching talent as well. However, in the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline of funding. I thought it was government funded.
Is it?
It just said that at the beginning. It was the first thing it said.
So that means the government pulled its funding.
Shit. Anyway,
Sucks to suck.
I guess the government was like, who needs these nerds?
Based.
If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress in their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department, stop saying it, are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy. Stop. They're saying it so fucking much. It's
Just call it HPA.
It's just every single sentence is a Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy. Prepare to hear this 100 more times.
I'll just call it the Academy.
Yeah, just say the Academy. I would be okay with that. Was now available to talentless commoners. Shit, that does say commoners.
Yeah, no.
Wow, calm down. People who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and begin further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's Ernest Ernest, right?
Yeah.
A true genius who would become mankind's hope. Okay, it didn't say it this time. I was looking at it, it's like, you're gonna say Hope's Peak Academy again, aren't you? But just when they thought everything was going well, an unpredictable incident occurred. The incident was the incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down. Are you good over there?
Yeah.
It was forced to shut down. Monokuma cannot write books.
I don't remember mangas being this long.
Most manga are about like 150 pages.
Really?
On average.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's like 150 to 200.
Really?
We have manga. Do you want to go get one?
No.
Okay. Nah.
I thought about it. I realized I don't want to do that.
We'll do that after. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by the incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. What fucking losers! The end.
Total bummer, guys.
Huh? The ending was so sudden. Like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of the manga. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Also, Hope's Peak Academy and the Reserve Department, 20 times. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way that this really happened, right? This manga only mentioned names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Hey!
Why did you forget that you're part of the Reserve Department?
Why did you forget that I'm gonna kick your ass?
God damn it! Oh, right, sorry. The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want to say? What do you want me to say?
Huh?
Based on my assumption.
The Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you're one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself.
Huh?
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memories of what happened. Happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
Remember, kids, always blame the victim. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student.
Damn it, what the heck? Oh, we got our first bullet. Let's go shoot someone.
Oh, damn.
Alright, can I leave? Yeah, there's no more clues here.
Okay, cool. What's up?
I don't know.
My brain is Swiss cheese.
I got so many. Ah!
Oh god, a yellow
What's going
jumpsuit.
on?
Have you heard of Among Us? This hallway, it's kind of creepy.
Come on, Soda, we need to vent.
I couldn't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there is an invisible wall or something.
So Sonia said the same thing. So am I the only one who can actually see the shit on the doors and stuff?
Maybe your character hasn't acknowledged them though.
This hallway's weird.
This hallway is made of
Bink.
numbers.
Anyway, turn around. Go this way. Was there any other place that I wasn't able to get to before? Here we go. Bonkers and binkers. Oh, look, another one.
Another manga.
Oh, God. This is another manga laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons. Something tells me whoever's writing this doesn't like manga. The Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy, huh? Isn't the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? That's why Hope Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful. You said it backwards.
Did they?
I remember from the last game because they said it so many times. It's the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Damn. You gotta throw some spice in there.
If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about the incident?
No.
Give me back my mother.
Give me back my skull.
you took it from me.
Please.
I just want it back. You shouldn't have it. It's physically impossible.
Oh god, my brain's collapsing on itself.
I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the events known as the Tragedy of Hope Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy occurred at Hope Peak Academy.
No shit.
Really? Are you fucking serious? Not Disney World? The key player in the event was a student named Izuru Kamakura.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talents for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope.
Damn. I wonder how this backfired.
They should have, maybe give him a psych check before giving him that name.
For some reason, he turned out crazy. We don't know. We kept hitting him with a stun baton while screaming hope, and then for some reason, he just became a psycho. We don't really know what triggered it.
There were plenty of signs to prove that he was a psycho. We just didn't notice him at the time. Like how he chose to not set the volume to either 0 or 5 in any of the numbers. Or how, I don't know, he just kind of, threw pillows all over the place instead of, putting them back where they're supposed to go. When he got out of the shower, he put socks on first.
Sometimes he would get naked, but he would leave his socks on. Somehow making him more naked.
He wore Crocs.
With the socks.
With the socks. Which, they're supposed to let you breathe, but they also get wet, so he liked wet socks, I guess? That fucking dipshit.
Weird situation. Anyway. Oh, also, he threw a puppy out a window once.
We found a hole in his peanut butter, and we were very concerned.
God damn it.
To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origin and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as a symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. I was going to say horrific, but it would have worked anyway.
Yeah.
13 students of Hope Peak Academy's Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru.
Oh, damn.
However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, of course no one would believe that! Because it's let's not forget, that's 13 families that you're just gonna say their kids never existed.
They just tripped and fell on a knife.
They all fell down the stairs. It was crazy. Man, man, who would have known it was so dangerous to grease the stairs and leave all the knives at the bottom?
But now we know.
Wet floor signs are needed.
They are necessary.
A certain student began working in secret to use the incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making the knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they've been treated. And the uprising began.
When the apes rose against us. We were not prepared.
And it's like, maybe it's that language that made them really mad.
Maybe referring to them as the apes is sort of what pissed them off.
It's like, no. It was obviously the cafeteria food. And that, what is it, Harold?
Yeah,
Heralded the Hope Speak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. Eventually, the incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful... See, now they got it right! The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa 0.
Shh, that game doesn't exist yet.
Shush. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. What a stupid book!
Man, this mango was awful.
Mango. Gross, man. He throws it. It is a mango. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope Speak Academy by one guy.
He's really good at it. What irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like this is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold.
Yes, and give me my change.
I dare you. You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too. But it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. Yeah, but for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here it says that the Reserve Corps students in the reserve department began the reserve uprising. What about me? Was I a participant too? Participant? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that.
I mean, you don't know that.
The tragedy of Hope Speak Academy.
Anyway, I learned about the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? There, I said it right. What kind of incident was it? And who's the other student that wasn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who was that?
The world may never know. Are you okay?
No, because you did that and you reminded me of my joke that I made last night about the Quiet Place movie that's coming out.
Oh, god damn it.
Where, like, the guy just whispers way too quietly and no one can hear him. The incident's really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Peace out, home dog. Oh.
A violin. Oh, okay.
Violacadabra.
Can we go down the hallway now? Hello?
I mean, soda's gone.
Oh, hey, my pet wants to talk to me.
Oh, that thing's dead as shit.
Hang on, what do you want?
Yep.
My shit pet has died of shit.
Damn, Shittimmy is gone.
Nah, I'm gonna leave you there to be shit. I'm just gonna clean the other shit and leave you here.
You're a monster.
Yeah. Thank you for noticing. Ah.
Yeah. My favorite of this. Dude, I actually love WWE. I know a lot of people shit on it for being just like goofy.
Fake as shit.
Yeah, which it is fake as shit, but it's also hilarious.
Oh, these creamers at him now.
The cream that rises to the top.
What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. He looks at the camera. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already.
You know, I gotta be honest, today the neighbors at the pool have been shockingly considerate.
Have they? They're still pretty loud, but I guess...
They're not blasting music.
Yeah, they're not, but I think it's also because our neighbors isn't there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard them actually take their speaker out of their room. Ah!
I need to go to the dentist.
There's another manga lying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
I'm one of those phone games from back in the day where you, like, do dental work on Elsa from Frozen.
What do you mean they still do that?
No.
Knew it. The next one was obvious. Would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful. Stop saying it! Most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Refer to it by its title, damn it.
Just what was the incident really all about? You know, the fact that, like, there's two tragedies now means that they can't just say the tragedy.
I mean, yeah.
Because in the last game, they shortened it to the tragedy. But now there's the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, and the tragedy of Hope Creek Academy.
So you have to specify.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tragedies going on.
Stop it. Oh, you off your phone now. Sorry.
Oh, you don't get to pet me after snapping at me like that.
Well, I mean, like, you were on your phone and I was like, what are you doing? It might turn out to be something lame.
And then the cafeteria ran out of crazy bread.
So you're telling me after hearing about the tragedy of Hope Creek Academy being the death of 13 students, and the previous book saying that the next tragedy was worse than that, you're saying that it might be something lame?
It was the death of 14 students.
Damn!
Okay, now they're starting to get rowdy.
Yeah. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. My eye's too big on one side.
Start chucking hot dogs!
I'm hungry! The story was about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. The incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
By Junji Ito.
This is drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising of the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. That's dangerous. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet. It began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest.
Really? Demonstration's the word that you struggled on?
My brain was like, I can't, I'm sorry.
Demonstrate.
My brain really wanted to say demolition, and and I was like, that's not right, and I'm not gonna get it right until someone breaks the cycle in my brain. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal.
So they were a mob.
No, they were a cult, idiot.
No? Because a cult, you still have an ends and a mean. A mob is just people going crazy.
Isn't that more of a riot?
A riot is just a mob, but aggressive. A riot, what's the difference between a mob and a riot?
I don't know.
I guess a mob has, like, a goal in mind, whereas
Well,
a riot is just people upset about something.
A riot is more of just people causing destruction for the sake of destruction.
Oh yeah, God help you if your football team either loses or wins.
Yeah, you can't tell me all those people in the street just destroying public property wasn't just a riot.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, they kept saying that, like, oh, they're just celebrating their team winning, and it's like, no, they're fucking not.
I saw videos of people flipping cars. How do you do that? Were you mad? Were you happy?
Because it's like, it's only okay if the person who owned that car was also flipping it.
Yeah, and then people are doing riots where they're just like, we're allowed to do a peaceful protest, and they're actively like beating people and destroying public property.
I'm only peacefully punching him.
It's like, you don't know what a peaceful protest means.
Because it's like, I've seen people do peaceful protests where they're just like sitting there with signs, not really causing anyone any issue. Like, they're not even in the street. They're just off to the side with signs.
Yeah, that's a peaceful protest. Setting someone's car on fire.
For the sake, setting someone's car on fire because some guy was like, not arrested properly. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Actually, do you remember that video of like a guy on a motorcycle who just stomped through a lady's...
Oh yeah, they caught that guy.
They did. I don't think he's gonna face any actual punishment.
Didn't he get jail time?
I think he only got like a few months.
Well, I guess because it's like, it's property damage, and then like, that's a few months of jail time, and then he also needs to pay for the damages to the car.
I feel like you could also maybe get him on like assaulting kids.
Oh yeah, there was a baby in the car.
Hang on. Oh yeah, by the way, Crib TV might be back to doing like short films again.
Oh really?
After literally 3 years.
Finally.
And I think it only has like 2K views.
Well, yeah, they drove their audience away.
Yeah, because I get it, they had a TV show going on, but like, you can't just neglect an audience.
Just get 2 departments. Anyway, are you looking up that guy?
Yeah. You
got this.
Guy who stomped through car window. October 23, Cody M. Heron. I think this is it.
Okay.
Threatened the driver with a gun. 9 p.m. Oh shit! So he hasn't been charged. He's on bail.
Is this the right guy? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure that's the guy. Or is this a different guy? How often does this happen?
Well, because it's like...
No, this is Armando Cano. So this is a different person. This guy up here is on bail for $2.5 million. Multiple terroristic threats. Yeah, and what's funny is when the person got out to confront him, he had the nerve to act like that person was in the wrong for being upset.
Dude, I'm just celebrating.
Yeah. But he wasn't even celebrating. He was just being a dick.
Yeah, but yeah, he got like punished pretty well, I think.
I mean, I feel like punishments need to be more severe.
I mean,
because that's why people keep doing them, because they know they're not going to get punished super bad.
Well, I mean, also, even if the punishment is pretty bad, people will still keep doing it. So, like,
yeah, I guess so, because they think they're not going to get caught. Anyway, you know they caught him because of his sneakers?
Yeah, I know, it was really funny.
Anyway.
But yeah, he's gonna like serve jail time and probably pay for the damages he caused. So that's fine. I feel like it's fine as long as like everything gets fixed in the end.
Yeah, I guess so. Those kids are traumatized.
Did I read this? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Because this started the whole debate on whether or not a mob is a riot.
The strong butchered the weak.
Oh my god, you're a fucking Reddit mod.
Well, I mean, Monokuma's writing this, so...
Monokuma's lame.
Monokuma is lame.
Anybody who says shit like that is lame.
But he's not as lame as his concept design, so...
Yeah, true. The strong does not butcher the weak. The strong brings the weak up to their level. Allows the weak to become strong.
Not in this case.
Yeah.
The weak killed the weakest among them.
And the really weak ones just died. We don't know how.
They pieced out of existence. We don't know what happened to them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era of regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless death was the norm.
That was never the norm. That was never a normal thing for humans to do.
I don't know, medieval times.
Okay, they justified it though. They weren't just like killing folks for the sake of killing folks.
I get they also paid the families.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry I killed your brother. Here's 20 gold.
Now that I've completed my side quest.
Oh my god, the media was oversaturated with death to a point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal.
I mean, people do that nowadays.
Yeah. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading, and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. God of war.
Kratos was there.
He was cool. I got his autograph. Here it is. And he flips to a page with the autographs of Kratos.
It's like a really nice cursive.
He probably would have a really nice cursive.
No, I don't think so. He
Maybe.
would know how to write.
He would know how to write, probably in his like native language.
Yeah, like canonically, Kratos can read and write in Greek.
Not in whatever language he is like.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, that one. Anyway.
He can read Scandinavian now.
He can, but that's different from like being able to write it.
Yeah. Anyway.
And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario?
No, he can write Scandinavian, I think.
Oh, he gets stop it!
Because in Ragnarok, he writes his own like journal entries.
Cool. The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati. Got him. We found him, boys. Devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called the Ultimate Despair.
No.
Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they were using them for the sake of mankind's despair. Who would have saw this coming? We should have guessed. We should have known. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world would never end. You know, in the first game, they said, I don't care what you think the tragedy is, just you explain it yourself. And now they're explaining it to us.
They're really enjoying the explaining. It's like the author liked the sound of his own voice.
The tragedy will never end.
I still want a hot dog.
No one gave me one. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I'm really tired of saying this. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what happened in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequented, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What happened to them? I'm really concerned that my favorite restaurant was up there with my family, but...
I mean, it was a good restaurant. Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
I don't know. I just went through a killing game where 10 people died. Well, actually 11, because we started with 16.
I might not be firing on all cylinders.
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough. What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but... For you not to remember that? Such despair.
Womp womp.
That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Can you imagine being able to induce amnesia?
I mean, theoretically you could.
I know, but imagine just how helpful that would be.
I think there are some treatments that can destroy short-term memory.
What about long-term?
I don't know about long-term.
Oh!
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
Yeah, sure. Well-adjusted. I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Blah, 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 blah.
I said this 20 fucking minutes ago and we still gotta recap it.
Yeah. Ugh. He was trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world so we'd want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. I'm sorry, perhaps no. That's definitely it. No, don't touch me. You're all so hot. This room is hot. I want the air conditioner. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the ultimate despair? Is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? That's quite a jump to make. They could just call themselves that because they want to.
I mean, yeah.
Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death, and then he dies. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Ah, but I left the book behind. Yeah, that was close. I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next?
Where else can you go?
This way. There's a few rooms that still aren't open yet. Anyone here?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Please don't jump scare me.
Please. I swear I'm not scary.
I think you're already in here.
We went in the other one. There's two classrooms.
Oh, really?
I think. Almost seems like I'm supposed to be in this room.
Alright.
Nah, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him.
Smart move. Jeez. When I went inside this room, the bastard bear was suddenly there. He keeps glancing at me.
Do you have a booger? I wonder why.
It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot.
I don't want to do that either. Okay, I guess we're gonna talk to him.
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there's another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
So exposition? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like manga? That's like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Inoshima.
Junko Inoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created despair brimming with charm and humor. And created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization.
Yes, it is, especially if it's illegal.
I mean, you're right. Sorry. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others.
Are you good?
It's really hot in here. I am boiling in my head right now. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko Inoshima.
It's just a Junko.
Shut up. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So she even recruited people who would have been in a position that to neutralize the threat.
Then what was their purpose?
huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Inoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko Inoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct.
No, it's a kink. Remember? That was her thing, right?
Despair is what defines Junko Inoshima as Junko Inoshima.
Stop saying her last name. Just say Junko.
No.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
You know, you could just say you want therapy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their mind. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs.
There were 16 of them, so she had 16 limbs. That made her a monster.
It was fucking terrifying. Like a weird deep sea crab. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Inoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Inoshima's name.
You know, now that I say it out loud, that sounds pretty backwards.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
I don't know, man. Look up the Anthill Kids.
Oh, God.
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy?
Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their roles as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to. And so, the 2,353 students of the reserves, oh my god,
Reserve department?
all committed mass suicide.
Sewer slide.
Shut up.
Mass suicide.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
Me! I was that person. It was cool. Whee! I had my own cup of Kool-Aid that didn't have poison in it.
I don't like grape Kool-Aid, so I didn't drink any.
Mine was cherry. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Inoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Inoshima is already dead.
Don't call her Junko. Don't call her Junko. Huh?
Oh, it's her queen outfit.
Yeah, it's her queen outfit. Hey, we leveled up. Too bad her pet won't feel any of that.
Oops, you're dead.
Okay, look, can I leave? He was already dead. What? How do you know that? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead?
What? You didn't see?
No!
There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom.
Oh, what bloody classroom? Excuse me. What? Bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about a killing school life? Like the killing we were involved in. They were killing. I can't read. I'm hot.
Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Host Peak Academy.
Thank you.
As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
I could read him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what it is.
The killing school life ended up failing in the end.
That's Fuyuhiko.
Oh.
As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Cool.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. Also, it felt like there was a lot of filler in it, you know? Just like things dragged the fuck on.
Like, I'm pretty sure this didn't happen. Apparently, they went to an amusement park.
And also, for the love of fuck, they just really love to draw out a sentence. You know, the opening of the manga took me 3 days to read. They would not say what can be said in one word with not...
Fuyuhiko, we haven't been here for 3 days. It felt like 3 days.
They literally, one word, they will stretch out to 57 words.
So, there was this one part where, this girl called Taco or something like that, she kept being all lewd and gross.
It was weird. It made me feel a certain kind of way.
I hope I never run into her.
According to that, the mastermind behind the failed cooling... Oh my god. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. It's hard to do this voice, it gets tripped up.
It's really funny to do this voice.
The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
I want to read.
Do you?
Yes, I want to. What do you mean?
Turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other.
Former students of Hope Peak Academy, and she took away their memories, just like us. What? Whoa,
Nothing.
what's wrong? Did I say
No,
something wrong?
You're good. You're fine. You're good.
He's staring.
Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide.
Look, there's Fox News in a helicopter. Ah!
There's a limit to being a cruel asshole.
The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
Oh. The students of Host Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they're trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once.
That's messed up.
Yeah, welcome to this fucking game series that fills me with rage because I'm chaotic good. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed.
Put her in the dunce corner.
Junko lost to the student she placed in a trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life.
I don't... Sure. Then Junko is no more? Hi.
No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead.
Well, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, no.
There's people who, like, have still done things even after being dead. Somehow. They've set traps.
Set up fucking mousetrap escapades. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore.
Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble the killing school life. You good?
Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Whole Speak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. Hells yeah, brother.
But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too?
Remember, the human spirit is not a myth.
I mean, you're right, but okay.
We are the most Chad species on this planet.
Broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life?
We own this rock.
Get off of it!
That's what we're going to say when aliens get here. This is our rock, get off. And also maybe say that to like some of the nonsense happening at the bottom of the ocean.
I mean, they're technically not on the rock, they're swimming.
You know something, Lonnie? I don't care. Have you ever seen a chimera shark?
Maybe? Oh god. Hajime!
Totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Look at this nonsense.
How exciting.
This thing is just down there.
That looks like a video game enemy. That looks cool.
Yeah!
Why is his nose so pointy?
Because it hunts like crustaceans and shit that live under the sand, so it uses its nose to like dig them up.
Oh, it just flips him into the air and just eats them nice.
There's like a bunch of different fucking versions of this absolute bullshit animal that just exists. Look at that! That thing looks like it steals your soul in the middle of the night. Like there's some urban legend that's like don't sleep under a full moon or else this shit's gonna come out of the woods and fucking suck your soul out of your toes.
Walks in on its flippers.
Ugh, I hate it.
It's just like, okay, Cody, it's time for your 3 o'clock soul sucking.
Yes, dear. Hang on, no, there's one more I want to show you now that I'm on this.
Okay, you're one step close, one step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character route. Oh,
It's called the barrel eye fish. Look at this nonsense.
Oh, you can
That's
collect
not
that-
its fucking eyes.
You can get that in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, well, this is not okay. This is not okay that shit's just down there. We need to nuke the bottom of the ocean just to teach everything down there a
I
lesson.
think we did, and they got stronger.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did you not know that?
No, that was the Bikini Atoll.
Yeah.
It's like the coral. It's not that they got stronger, it's that we found out that coral are immune to radiation damage.
Yeah, stronger.
No.
They weren't that strong before we knew that they were immune to that.
It's a perspective thing.
You're not making any sense.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. Also, carpet sharks exist, and those just aren't okay. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Now get ready to drop it down, bitch.
Cody's just in the center of the room convulsing about sharks and shit.
Spasming on the floor.
It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised.
Good fucking luck, nerd.
That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this.
You want to call it here, since we've only got a couple minutes left, and whatever nonsense is coming up will take forever.
Can we just, like, find one more thing?
Okay.
You!
Jesus. Akane's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. I probably sounded super far away, I'm sorry. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's my gut, but I feel like something's getting closer.
Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut, after all.
It's just my gut.
Still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time.
Okay, let's find the open room. there. You turn so slow.
He's really stiff.
This way. This way.
You could have gotten to this if you had just kept going the other way. Because there was a right turn. Or a left turn. Oh my god, missing no spawned. Quick throw a master ball. You can use it. You can get 100 master balls if you just catch missing no properly. This looks like the music room.
Fucking nerd. I feel like I could see something strange.
Yeah, really? You really feel like that, Hajime? Oh my god.
This is the workout supplement all over again.
Oh my god, yeah.
Looks like it's some sort of monument.
To man's arrogance, also known as Phoenix, Arizona.
What is this? The Ten Commandments?
God, do you remember? Oh, there's like this old movie that's about the Ten Commandments. I think it's called like Moses and the Commandments. And there's a scene where he's like, those who shall not live by the commandments will die by it. And then he just fucking throws the tablets at someone. He's just like, those who will not live by the Lord's law shall die by it. He just fucking yeets it at this guy.
That sounds about right. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room?
I don't know.
To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in what? And not just that.
In your mom.
They got me! And now I must honorably kill myself. The mark engraved onto the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduate of Hope Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Peak Academy. Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. I'm so glad we had this talk, Hajime.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Wait, hang on. There's a hologram in this room.
Is it Tupac?
What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letter is forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we obtained information. A person who claimed to be a survivor of Hope Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there were a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. Rallying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was about to say relying, and I was like, no, that's not right. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, thank you. However, we are still investigating the details of their origin, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experiment phase of Neo World program. Survivors of Hope Peak Academy, 15 students. Hajime, I hate you. Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is a part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? What the fuck do you think it means?
Hajime, you can put 2 and 2 together, but you don't even have to put 2 and 2. You can literally just put 1 and 1 together.
I don't even think there's anything to put together. They're all related.
God, he studies teriology.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
No.
Trust me, it's funny.
But I don't want to be left out. I'm feeling FOMO, please.
Terrence Howard. 1 times 1 equals 2.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Hope.
Nice.
Okay, now we can end it. Oh, shit. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chaki should have made that clear to us. You know, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if the Future Foundations are,
If he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be...
God, how hot is it? Like 90-something degrees?
Yeah.
God,
The ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Inoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too.
Let me look at it again. Let me read through the entire thing.
What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility.
Except it is.
If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there are still so many mysteries.
Okay, now we can end it.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Danganronpa 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.